Good day, modelers. Well, here it is, my first ever respray of a foamy plane. I'm sure most of you will recognize this as an Avanti S by Freewing, one of the best flying sport jets there has ever been. If you like doing acrobatics with an EDF and you don't already own one, get one. So, why did I decide to respray this plane? Well, for two reasons. First off, I was never really a huge fan of the livery that came with it. I thought it was just a little bit too busy, looked more appropriate for a 3D airplane. Secondly, because this model is so popular, there are always a ton of them at the field, and I wanted mine to stand out just a little bit. If you don't recognize this scheme, it's from the Canadian Snowbirds aerobatic team. I went with this scheme for a few reasons. Number one, I didn't want to go with camo or a military scheme because it's a sport jet, so I decided to go air show. Secondly, I just always really loved this scheme. I thought it was a very clean look and it was appropriate for this style of plane. One of the things I didn't like about the original livery that came with this plane is that it didn't accentuate the beautiful Italian styling of this plane. I absolutely love this double stripe that starts at the nose, flows up over the intake, and just follows the shape of the body all the way down the sides. Really looks nice. And lastly, one of my favorite things about this scheme is the bottom graphic. This big, beautiful graphic has always reminded me of a bird of prey diving full speed about to grab its next meal. I just love it. So I'm sure you're all wondering, well, how hard was this and should you give it a try? Well, I gotta tell you guys, it was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. It took me maybe 20 to 25 hours over 2 weeks from start to finish, using $50 to $60 of spray paint and tape that you can get from your local hardware store. So if you've ever thought about respraying one of your foamies, I say give it a go. It was a blast and you'll absolutely love the result.
man dead yet?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't even use the circle.
No, I wouldn't use anything for this because you don't know how. Don't forget, you realize how hard everything hit, even though it's not broken.
All right, you good? Thanks.
Solder joints break, circuit boards break. You got to remember the sudden impact, not just how they look. What happened to them on the inside?
And it may be this.
Battery? Well, it looks like not the battery because it had fallen.